Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'll be going over how to prompt Copilot in Excel, some tips that go along with that, as we wanted to create a report that'd be executive ready. So along with creating the initial report, we'll want to create another prompt that we could use monthly to add the next month's budget into that report. And although I'm using a budget in this example, this could be used for project tracking, expenses, revenues, inventory, invoices. In really any set of data that you want to track and create different graphs and charts or like a master tracking system for. And with that, we can get right into starting to prompt Copilot. So in Excel, we have August budget that is consisting of different departments, a budget estimate that was created probably last year or the beginning of the year, and what they actually used. And we also have a master tracking tab that is empty. So we're going to want Copilot to create a report and store it in the master tracking tab. So how we'll do that is in the bottom right, there is a little Copilot symbol that we'll click. And once this is up, we can start prompting it on what we want it to do. So this prompt will consist of creating an executive report. So we'll start typing create an. So we typed create an executive report using the data in the budget tab. So we have to reference this tab down here since it will be able to read and enter stuff in different tabs. So the next line here will be create this report on the master tracking tab. So it'll be using the data in the budget tab and using this tab to generate the report. So now we'll make some specifications of what we want. So we could say something like, please have it able to track by each month and maybe create a graph that shows the estimates for that month, year over year or month over month, and do the same with the actual budget as well. So we can get started typing this. Okay, so we finished adding some specifications. Have the report able to be filtered by month and have the month over month tracking for the budget estimate column B. So we are naming the specific column, and budget actual in column C, by department in column A. So we want it to be able to be filtered over monthly by that criteria. And then we can also add, please make this report executive ready and simple to read. So that might simplify some of the different metrics it's using. And we can run this and I'll time it to let you know how long it would actually take to create this report. And so we can just click the send button. And so it did pop up with a question after about 25 seconds asking how the future monthly budget should be added. And this will be common when you're creating an initial report. It will generate what it thinks it wants you to do, something like convert budget into a monthly history table, which would be useful since we don't have a ton of information in this table. If you wanted it to only aggregate the totals by month, it'd be able to do that if you type in here, but we can just have it convert the budget into a monthly history table. And so the prompt is done running and it took about 3 minutes and 30 seconds. So it did just create a table from the data we had in here. So we could easily add the next month, which would be September, to the bottom of this table to generate some of the reporting. So we'll go into the master tracking tab and see that it created a reporting month for August 2026 with the total estimate, total actual, and the variance. So we spent $5,000 less than the total estimate. We utilized 99.4% of the budget. So for each of the departments, it has a nice graph or chart that shows the actual versus the estimates. And it has some of the key findings. So underestimate of 0.6%. The largest variance of executives is 20,000 overestimate. A month over month comparison will populate after prior month rows are added or future month rows. And so down here, it has a nice little table or matrix view of this. and this could be used for month over month when comparing more than 1 month. So I'd say it did a pretty good job of breaking down what we gave it. We did not even specify that we wanted charts, but with an executive ready report, it added some KPIs, which would be key performance indicators / key findings, in what I think would be a very easy to understand report that would be ready to send. And so to expand on this report, we're going to add in September's budget. So we can actually just select the data and not the headers. We'll press Control C to copy it, and we'll paste it right where it starts. Since we don't have the month in there, we'll paste it right here. And we can see that it did not add the totals into it. So since we don't have the month, so we can actually just prompt right in here, or we could even create a new prompt that say we close this out and had to start with a new prompt. Okay, and so we added a little prompt that I've added September's budget information into the table. Can you please update the table to reflect the month and update the master tracking reporting? So what we could do is save this prompt somewhere. So we could just copy it, add it to, let's say, a notebook, or we could add it to a Word document that we could then go back in the next month and change. I've added September's to I've added October's and so on. So this would be repeatable, but we can just run this report by clicking send. And so the prompt took just under a minute to run, and it did add the September 2026 into the month. And we can see that the total estimate for this month would be September 2026, where the total estimate was 855,000, and we had 835,000 as the actual, so the variance is different from last month's. And this would be able to be selected from a dropdown. So if we wanted to go back to August, if we wanted to go to September, has the same charts. And so we could have the different variances shown based on the month, where there is no actual month over month for August since it was the first. But for September, there is a month over month comparison versus the estimate and the actual. So Copilot took less than 4.5 total minutes to generate this full report off of a small table of budget data that we had, and then also made a dynamic report that has us choose the different month and has different metrics that it's looking for. And this could all be tweaked and expanded on based on the information that we prompt it with, if we wanted to add stuff or take stuff away. But it will be useful to save what we've prompted it with. And for next month, we would just change September to October. So this could be a very simple way to just plug in the data and then add a simple prompt and have it run it, instead of having to create a new prompt that maybe would be slightly different and not work as well. And if you tweaked it to create it better, then you'd want to save that prompt as well. And so I hope this was a good demonstration on how to create a report and how to prompt Copilot within Excel. And please let me know in the comments if you enjoyed this video and are looking forward to more Copilot in Excel videos, as Microsoft has been spending a lot of its time trying to update and get Copilot to be better and more usable. So I'm assuming it will continue to get better and faster very, very quickly. But that's all I have for you in this video. Remember to like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.